Attack! Sesi duy ve hedefe kilitlen. Sesleri takip et. Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Sesleri takip et kanalına tekrardan hoş geldiniz. Bugün Duel serimizle tekrardan baş başayız. Evet, artık kaçıncı parttayız onu bile hatırlamıyorum ama yine de tabii ki videolarıma bakarak kaçıncı part olduğunu öğreneceğim daha sonra. Çünkü Duel serisine çok ara veriyorum bazı nedenlerden dolayı. Bu yüzden unutuyorum. Hatta hikayeyi bile unuttum. Nerede kaldık? Ama hatırlayacağız. Silahlarımızı hatırlayacağız. Ekipmanlarımızı, kalkanlarımızı, zırhlarımızı, hikayeyi. Hikaye zaten İngilizce olduğu için ben zaten çok takip edemiyorum. Bu nedenle gidip öğreneceğiz. İngilizce bilenler için her şey hoş tabi. Bilmeyenler için sağlık olsun. Ama hikaye her zaman güzeldir Duel'in. Evet, başlayalım şimdi.
Konuşma modu açık. Temale ekse.
Oyunu tıklıyoruz. Şu an açıldı mı? Evet. Intromuzla baş başayız ve devam ediyoruz.
Falling Squirrel presents The Vale.
Temale takip.
Press the start button or spacebar to begin. Main menu. Use arrow key continue game.
Evet arkadaş, can't diyeyim. Düzgün söyleyemedim.
I'll start the fire.
Arka plandan ses geliyorsa bunun için üzgünüm.
Netherwolves.
Ev biraz müsait
Spawned by
olmayabiliyor
the Fae,
bazen.
no doubt.
Evet.
No, what you did. In the woods back there.
You've never seen a blind woman throw fire around before.
No one sees that.
Oh, there's much sighted folk don't see. You know it, princess. You see it, don't you? Glimpses of the future.
Sanırım onun prenses olduğunu biliyor çünkü
I see
yakınlarından biri.
misfortune before it happens.
And
Magic.
flashes from the past.
Magia onun adı
When
aynen.
needed, yes.
You are a seer, like me, like a rare few throughout the world. It's a power we draw from the Fae realm. The same power that brings the fire and all manner of magic.
So I could do what you do, with fire.
Perhaps, but not like me, princess.
Why must you keep calling me princess?
It's your title. By birth. You don't think much of old Maggie if you don't think I could see who you are. Even your friend here was able to figure that out, eh? His silence tells you all you need to know. The point is, it hardly matters.
Evet, buraları
We
çok
are all in
anlamıyorum.
grave danger.
Ama çok önemli şeyler söylediği belli.
The Horde? None of this is by chance. You two are going to help me get to the bottom of it all.
We're headed home to Glades, to my brother.
You may not have a lot to say about where you're going. You're not likely to get through the pass without our help.
There are more of you?
I have a husband who takes up residence in the mountain village of Crow. It's near the pass. You'll shelter us while we figure out how to get you home.
Thank you, Maggie. You were right. There is safety in numbers.
You two should try to get some rest. I'll keep watch tonight.
Sabah neyi izleyecekmiş, ben mi yanlış anladım ya? Evet.
Up you get, your eminence.
Please, don't call me that. Is it morning already?
It is noon. We should head out.
We have 3 days' journey to Crow. I have rations, but we may have to hunt along the way.
We'll get started then.
Hold on. There are things to consider. The road ahead is notorious for bandits and other ne'er-do-wells. Maybe better to wait for nightfall.
I would rather run into bandits than more of those creatures. What does our princess think?
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle options.
Evet, burada bir seçenek seçiyoruz.
We'll set out now then. We'll wait for nightfall. We'll set out now then, with the daylight.
Şimdi devam edelim veya sabah diyelim. Bunu tam
Press
çeviremiyorum.
spacebar.
Wait for night.
Geceyi bekleyelim diyor.
Set out now.
Biz bunu seçelim. Şimdi gidelim.
We'll head out now. Bandits will be a welcome change after last night.
Evet, yolculuğumuza kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz şu an.
So what do these netherwolves want?
To kill. To feed. They're minions of unsafe.
Character
Hazır
menu.
buraya gelmişken
Use equipment. Coin equip. Use battle axe. Press spacebar. Crude half plate armor.
tamam,
Barrel lid shield.
tamam.
Military bow.
Militer yağı.
Press space barrel crude half battle axe. Use item quality. Tier 3 axe.
Tamam, balta almışız.
Critical chance bonus. 25. Use battle axe. Crude half plate armor. Item quality. Tier 2 heavy armor.
Bu da zırh.
Use
Diğeri de
arrow
military
keys
yay.
to cycle
Militer
equipment.
yayı.
Battle barrel military bow. Character coin and you have 200 copper. Character menu.
200 kopa var.
Use resume game.
Every characters from the Fae realm. Shades and the like.
Shades.
Your mother never told you that shades would drag you away into the night if you didn't go to bed.
My mother died when I was young. The only thing my brother and I feared was our father.
Shade bir tür canavar ruh gibi bir şey
According to
galiba.
my uncle, the
arkadaşlar ya.
endless list of enemies that were coming to murder our family, which I suppose now is mostly true.
Shades are just as real. They rarely stray from the Fae realm, but they can possess creatures from our world, like wolves, and set them about doing their work.
Good day to you ladies and gentlemen, I have to assume.
We don't want trouble, lads.
You won't be any trouble at all.
Put those away, boys. The old woman is not to be trifled with.
This old bat,
Trust me, you'll be playing with fire.
was that supposed to mean something?
This is the part where you bring the fire, witch.
The powers of the Fae are not at your beck and call.
But it would be helpful, no?
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Adamlar sıkıntılı çıktı. Hadi şey yapalım.
Equipment.
Nerede bu?
Game difficulty set. Select normals hard.
Hard
Game
setting.
is set to hard.
Aynen.
Good luck.
Hoppa. Gel bakalım.
You're not going to hand over your coin?
Combo. Oy. Ay ay. Ölmezsek iyidir.
You're not from around here, are you?
Ha kahretsin ya. Kötü. Hadi tekrar.
Bandits. Ahead.
Bandits.
Good day to you ladies and gentlemen, I have to assume.
We don't want trouble, lads.
Game
Şunu-
option. Game difficulty. Select normal setting.
Normale
The game
alalım
is set
da.
to normal. Game op.
Bu sefer ölmek istemiyorum
Won't
çünkü.
be any trouble at all.
Who wants to go first then? You with the dog breath or horseman you over there?
Dog breath will be happy to oblige. You're lost, girl?
We can lighten the load for you.
Yeter ama ha. Amma dayak yedik ya.
I can hear the coin on you.
Yaşlı teyzeyi de aradan çıkaralım da. Ay yoruldum.
Just give us what we want. Why wouldn't you use your magic?
The princess's steel was impressive enough. We can't have stories about sorcerers following us into the mountains.
Evet, gidiyoruz.
You have gained 60 copper in coin and
60
salvage.
kopa. Maki uyuyor anasını
Snores
satayım.
worse than you.
Stand down, you blatant wazzock.
You don't think seers can accidentally cast spells in their sleep, do you?
Shepherd, what is your real name again?
Tekrar ismi
Abdülreşid.
söyle. Abdülreşid.
Abdel Rashid.
Not bad.
Fena değil.
Though I don't mind being called Shepherd. Reminds me of my purpose.
Bana çoğu insan
How long have you
şapur der.
known
Sen
who
de
I
öyle
was?
de diyor galiba.
From the first, there was word about the missing princess.
And you didn't let on?
You clearly were not looking to tell me. What would be the point?
So I didn't have to keep up the act.
What act? Would you have been ordering me around as a servant?
No.
How are princesses different from shepherds?
More is expected of us.
Like what?
My brother was expected to rule glades from birth, and he does. He was tutored and trained, so was I. Frankly, I wasn't sure what was expected of me until my father sent me to the borderlands. To lord over a castle there.
What would make you a good lord?
I'm sure I wouldn't have made much of one.
You could do worse, you Easterners. What if a king had a stupid or weak or cruel child? You all suffer. In the borderlands, we always follow the strongest and most cunning, no matter where they come from.
What about the Odedin?
It's the same.
Well, my brother is not stupid. Or weak. We will not have suffered for him becoming king. It's only a matter of a few minutes that the kingdom could have had a blind ruler.
You are a twin.
I am. So perhaps fate isn't so bad at choosing leaders after all. Theo is a natural leader. People listen to him.
They would not do the same for you?
Why would anyone listen to a blind woman?
Because you listen to them.
Bakalım geçmişe mi götürüyor bizi? Sanırım evet. Bakayım.
Are you listening, Alex?
Yes, sorry, uncle. Just
Selam
wondering why
dayı.
you're not drawing your sword.
Daha
I have
doğrusu
something
amca
else in
da.
mind today, Alex. The sword is an elegant weapon.
Ama tam
made
dayı
for
bir sesi var ya.
self-defense on the road, easy to carry and easy to dismiss as ornamental. Your shield, however, makes it a weapon of war. There are other weapons you will only find on the battlefield. Brutal weapons made to pierce armor and crush bone. This, Alex, is a war hammer.
A war
Wuhama. Savaş
Actually,
çekici.
it's a wooden maul, a safer substitute for training against a true warhammer. It's not much heavier than your sword, but it serves a much different purpose. When wielded by a strong enough opponent, blows from these weapons can injure, even through your shield. Blocking heavy attacks from these weapons is still better than taking the full force of the blow.
Tamam dayı anladık da yeter
However,
daha ama.
blocking will wear you down, and it is best to interrupt the swing with your own well-timed attack. Are you ready?
I doubt it,
Hazırım valla.
but let's give it a go.
On guard.
Evet.
Interrupt my attack.
Bunu mu istiyor?
Very
Ah.
good. Excellent. Finally, I'm going to come at you with alternating heavy attacks and quick combos. Start with your shield raised while you listen for which attack is coming.
Listen for the type of attack. Interrupt the heavy attacks and block and counter the quick combos.
Very good. Excellent. Very good. I pray you have no cause to face these weapons in battle, but a soldier must be prepared.
Soldier? I thought I was a princess.
A princess should not ask a subject to be something she's not willing to be herself.
I understand.
Evet, bize en son savaş çekicini gösterdi amcamız.
The valley is much wider here in the mountains. It feels good to be in open
Ve
country.
yoldayız.
We're exposed out
Muhtemel
here.
hayal kurmuş
So are our
olabilir.
enemies.
You sound more like my uncle than a shepherd.
Men are no different from wolves and jackals. It's the ones I cannot see that I fear most. There is a ridge on our right. A good spot for an ambush. However, once we are past it, I can relax for another mile at least. In the woods, I have no peace. Hold up.
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
I hear them.
Uuu.
Clansmen. We may be fine as long as we're
Baltalı
not in
savaşçılar
Mara
geliyor
territory.
arkadaşlar.
Clan borders change yearly.
How will we know if we are in Mara territory?
Bakalım. Evet.
We're in Mara territory.
Savaş başlıyor.
They may throw the first axe as they charge.
Baltayla geliyorlar. Baltasını attı ve tuttum. Zaten gelmemiş. Allah. Bir de zırhlılar. Oo, benim kalkan delinmeye başlamış. Ay. Ay. Güzel.
You've made a mistake, lass.
Kötü durumdayız. Ay, normalde bile yenildik. Çok kötü.
Character equipment.
Bir dakika.
Hold up.
Game difficulties. Select normals casual setting.
Kalkan delik
Press
olmasaydı
space.
iyiydi
Game
ya.
is set to casual. Game options
İyice
menu.
yıpranmış demek ki.
Use
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
They're not friendly, shepherd.
Hadi tekrar
Ready your
deniyoruz.
shield, Alex. They may throw the first axe as they charge.
Gelin bakalım. At bakayım baltayı. Haha, kaçırdım. Ay, deldiler beni.
Quick, this one.
You wee thing.
Arkada kıyamet kopuyor bu arada, arka plan sesi. Var ya. Allah.
You have proven yourself, lass. Now yield.
Those were scouts. The Mara clan are on the
Zor
move.
The
kurtulduk
Odette
bu
are
arada.
driving them out?
Or they are
Karıştırdım.
important, looking to move on other clans in the chaos. Sorry to say, Shepherd, you won't find much peace out here.
O neydi öyle ya?
You have gained 80 copper.
Ahşap
and coin
kalkan
in
iyice
salvage.
delinmiş. Vallahi baş edemedik. Easy modda hallettik her şeyi. Neredeyiz? Evet, Ekrem'in evi.
Open up!
Has it
Kapıyı
been long
aç diyor.
since you've seen your husband?
Not long, just a few years. We know you're in there. No sense hiding.
And he's an older gentleman. About your age?
Oh, he's seen his share of winters, yes. I'd know if he's dead if that's...
Yaşlı bir adam dedi
Only
herhalde.
I was so lucky.
Akram, get down here. We have
Kapı
guests.
nerede? Adam
You
nerede
lost the
lan?
key again? Typical. Coming down.
Aşağı gelin diyor. Geldik.
Hello.
Pleasure. Come, sit. I'll put something on. I
Oturun
can't
diyor.
promise you it will taste any good. Lost my sense of taste years ago. Drinking something this old witch made for me. How long are you staying this time?
As long as our guests need.
Just the night. We'll be heading for the pass in the morning.
You won't be heading for the pass before spring. The snows
Bu
have
adamda
set
çok
in.
şey var
Hope you
arkadaşlar.
like
Buna
turkey.
dikkat
That's
edin.
all I got.
Çoğu görevi bu
You
verecek
brought some food with
manastırdaki.
her after being away for what, 2 years?
You can always come with me, you know.
I have the library to maintain. You really want to start up this argument again?
Well, I'm not your errand girl.
O ne yapıyor
Akram
sağda
considers
ya?
himself a seer as well. He's more interested in the past, the history of the craft, he calls it.
So, they're in on the game. They know about the Fae?
If you were any kind of seer, you'd know this before we walked in the door.
What brought them around to believing you?
Netherwolves.
How many?
Cehennem kurtlar
10 or
kaç
more.
tane?
Must have been a
Sen
pack
ve
that was
10
exposed
ve
to
daha
a risk.
fazlası mı
They're
dedi?
up to something. The Fae. Stories have been around town in the past few weeks. Do you think they're surfacing in aid of the Horde?
Hikayeyi yarım
Besides,
anlamak kötü bir şey.
You know that's not their way. I'm still working out their plan.
Well, after you're watered up, you should head into the village. Ask around.
We just need to get back to the capital as soon as possible.
Is there any way to get through the pass now?
We can get you through once the weather breaks. But you may not have a home to go back to if we don't heed the warnings that are presenting themselves. You need to help us first.
Gizemli konuşmalar vs.
I'm going to visit the farmsteads to inquire about the movement of the Horde. You two should ask around town about any unusual happenings in the area. Folk up here always have stories. I'll travel with you if you come across anything particularly hair-raising.
What about your husband?
Akram will be at the library in the monastery. If you're looking for a place to nap, you should stop by for a visit.
What do you think?
I think it's a distraction we can't afford. Perhaps we can find a guide to take us through the pass.
You don't believe the realm is in danger?
There is danger everywhere. I plan to stay out of it.
What is the town like?
Looks like there is a proper smith here. The monastery is on the other side of the square,
I can hear the bells.
and it looks like there is some sort of celebration going on next to it.
Sounds like that's where most of the village is.
Temale.
Evet. Şimdi yeni şehrimize geldik. İlk önce yapacağım şey şu silahları değiştirmek olabilir, özellikle kalkanı. Sonra manastıra gideceğiz. Orada bir kilise çanı var ya, manastır veya kilise orası bilmiyorum. Orada Ekrem'in verdiği görevleri yapacağım. Çoğu da canavarlarla ilgili olacak. Böyle garip yaratıklar. Ama önce bir demirciye uğrayalım diyorum ben.
Game options.
Bakalım.
What you looking for, lass?
Arms and armor.
Hah, güzel.
You have nasty business with the clans, do you?
Just a precaution. We're heading east.
Bu sefer bir
Well,
kız satıyor
you won't find a
galiba.
better smith this side of the pass, and good local steel from the mines.
Use up and down.
This short sword would suit you well. It's light and lethal.
Bu kısa bir
We'll say
kılıç.
120 copper.
Press
If you're looking for something a little heftier, I have this sturdy longsword for 100.
press spacebar
Tamam.
to consider
Uzun
purchase.
kılıç.
If you're looking for better protection, I have these chainmail pieces. You can have the lot for
Bu bir
150
zırh
copper.
olmalı.
Press spacebar to consider.
This shield is strong and relatively light for 70 copper. The chain armor, the shield, the chain armor, the long sword,
Press spacebar to
kılıç.
consider.
the short sword,
Short sword.
Press space.
the shield.
Use item quality. Tier 4 shield. Your current item is Tier 1 shield. This item will cost.
There you go, lass.
Use up and down
Ben
arrow
uzun
keys
kılıç
to
alacağım.
cycle.
The short sword, the long sword.
Press spacebar to consider purchase.
Uzun kılıç orta düzeyde saldırı yapabilecek ama uzun olacak haliyle.
The short sword,
Bu kısa.
Press spacebar to
Daha
consider
hızlı vuracak
purchase.
ama ben long short'u tercih
the
ederim.
long sword.
Fif-
There you go, lass. The short sword, the chain armor.
fif-
Tamam.
There you go, lass.
Bitti.
Use up and down.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Anytime, lass.
Yine bekleriz diyor. Kiliseyi buluyoruz.
Here's the monastery.
Evet,
Should we look for
manastır.
Akram?
Press.
Ekrem burada. Ekrem de tuhaf adam.
Little surprised to see you so soon. Figured you'd be off at the witch all winter.
Certainly is quiet.
The monks are all out for one last gathering.
Ekrem
before
neden
winter sets in.
manastırda lan?
Well, we're
İsmi de
here. What can
Ekrem
we
ha,
do?
çok değişik.
I've already found an interesting lead. Come in. I'll take your cloak. Here's a record of an ancient temple on the mountainside above town. It's in ruin now, according to the monks, but by all accounts, it did once hold some manner of mystery.
Like what?
Comings and goings of odd travelers, accounts of strange noises, a secret chamber, the usual fun stuff.
You want to investigate?
Not really, but it's what the witch wants of us.
Press spacebar to take up this quest.
Sounds intriguing. I say we have a look.
Bizi bir yere götürecek galiba buradan Ekrem.
Shouldn't be much farther, according to the maps.
Why would they build a temple out here?
Etraf dağa
They were made
benziyor
in a
ama.
time when ancient people maintained contact with the Fae. They were constructed around the natural places where the veil that separates our world and the Fae is thinnest. These sites seem to dot the great valley that spans our realm.
What would people do with the Fae?
Yeah, there's little record. Some scholars believe our worlds affect one another, and we would manage the outcomes together. Perhaps we traded with them, exchanged knowledge. Who's to say it was any different than the intersection of cultures we have in this world?
Do you know what they're like?
No one knows anymore. We only see the rare cases when our world brushes up against theirs. The wolves, for instance. Ah, I see the temple. It's set in the cliff face.
Bakalım nereye gidiyoruz.
Looks bigger from the inside.
Mağara
Watch
burası
your
lan.
step. I'm
Aynen.
sure there's been little upkeep of the place.
Do you hear that ringing sound? What is it?
Mağara olmayabilir arkadaşlar. Tapınak
musical
da olabilir. Hiç aklıma gelmemişti. Aynen.
Yes.
Where is it coming from?
The far side of the room.
Bir
Don't
çan
you hear
sesi
it?
var.
No. My wife will hear these things from time to time. It drives me crazy. Can you hear that, Akram? What's that sound? What's wrong with your ears? The one thing she doesn't hear
Karısı
is
burada
me
yıllar önce bir
complaining about
ses
her
duymuş.
lack of
Bir
sight.
şey olmuş
Do you know
anlamadım
what
ki.
makes the sound?
Something of the Fey realm. Likely an object that has passed between worlds. Can you lead us to it?
I think so.
Bir yaklaşalım. Ay. Oh.
Yes.
İyi
I
misin?
think.
Evet.
What happened?
The floor gave way. You're in a lower chamber. I don't see another way down.
The sound is louder. I think the source is down here. I'm going to find it.
Be careful. We'll look for a way to get to you.
Arkadaşlar burada devasa çukurlar var. Etraflarından dolaşıp şu çana ulaşmamız gerekiyor. Allah Allah Allah. Ay kötü düştüm. Hiç düşmemiştim bu arada.
I need to move carefully.
Dur bakayım. Oh be. Ne zormuş. Bayağıdır geçmeyince herhalde garip geldi.
I've reached it. I've reached the source of the sound.
We found the passage down. Hold on.
My word.
What is it?
A massive stone statue of a warrior bent down on one knee. It holds a small figurine of a snake. As an offering, it would appear.
I wouldn't touch it.
It calls to Alex. Go ahead. Reach out. Take it. Alex,
Something just happened to me.
can you still hear the sound?
No.
Very curious. I believe you've absorbed any power the figure may have contained.
Power.
By all indications, this snake artifact would have contained dark
Bir
magic.
yılandan mı
By
bahsediyorlar?
dark, do you mean evil?
Kara büyü
Good
diyor.
heavens, no. Lucky for you. It merely describes the direction of the flow of energy between our worlds. Dark magic takes from our world, gives to the Fey realm. You're likely now a conduit for energy in that direction. Whereas my Maggie works exclusively in the other direction. It is from the Fey realm that she draws the fire.
Is it dangerous?
Hope not. Scholars talk of dark magic being used to drain one's enemies of life and gaining favor from the Fey.
What was that?
The statue. It rises.
A guardian. Magnificent.
Gardiyan da ne?
Passage out has closed.
What's happening?
I believe it wants you to return the power you've taken from the figurine.
It can have it.
By the looks of its hammer, I think it means to crush it out of you.
The powers you've absorbed, I think you're the only one who can affect it.
Allah'tan ben hazırlıklıyım. Abo. Nesin böyle? Ay. Yaşasın metal kalkan. Çok severim.
I think only my overhead attack will hurt him.
Eyvah kaç tanesiniz lan? Ay.
Let's attack from the side. Your shield won't fully protect you from its overhead swing.
Ne demek kırmak? Al. Ben daha yeni aldım onu. Hayvan. Defolun ya. Of.
What, pray tell, was that?
A guardian. Ancient people built stone walls
Gardiyanını da.
by the Fae, similar to the way wolves can be possessed. They were supposedly posted at important sites to ward off unworthy visitors.
We're unworthy then?
On the contrary, I believe you've just passed a very old rite of passage.
O da ne?
The
Bir
way
kapı
out is
mı o?
open again.
We are free to leave this place now.
Oh be gidiyoruz ya, bu ne
You
böyle?
now have the ability to build favor with successful strikes. Favor is energy that can be used in magic attacks.
Yeni bir büyülü saldırı kazandık herhalde.
I'll be resting at the monastery. Come find me when you're ready to subject me to more horrors.
Hadi
The
biz
village
bir daha
is just waking up.
manastıra gidelim.
Where do you want to go? Here's the monastery. Should we look for Akram?
Sorry to keep you waiting. There was no one around to tell me you were here.
It gave us a chance to rest, and we took it gladly.
I have found something most interesting. My wife likes to discredit my seeing abilities, but I tell you, the speed at which I found 2 more accounts of nearby temples, I'd give ancient archivists a run for their money. She could wander for years before she'd stumble across these locations.
Use down and up arrow key.
I stumbled across the account of this now. Here is a very detailed account dating back less than 50 years of a temple ruin located in a mountain lake.
In a lake?
The temple would have sat on an island in Lake Eiger. It's more of a pond, really. The account describes a submerged ruin at its center.
How would we see anything of interest?
I have not ventured to the lake in years, and I don't recall anything above its surface. However, the water should be clear enough that we may be able to see something from the mountain slope.
Press spacebar.
I stumbled across the account of this first site by complete chance. It was in an old land registry that was misshelved. Would you believe it's the first misshelved text I found in this library? The monks here, though often drunk, never seem to make these blunders.
Fascinating. Please continue.
According to the registry, there was an old apple orchard in the woods south of the mountain, a rarity for this climate. The land was confiscated by local lords some 200 years ago for unknown reasons, but a cross-reference of this orchard with accounts of a fabled orchard from earlier texts depicts it as the location of a Fae temple that appears only at night. Considering the rarity of apples to the region, I figure that the 2 orchards must be one and the same.
Press spacebar.
To Lake Eiger?
Press spacebar to
Göl
take up this
aygırı mı ne
quest.
diyor?
You'll travel to the orchard.
Şuna bakalım.
Press spacebar.
To Lake Eiger?
Şuna bakalım ilk.
We'll search for evidence of the temple.
Tapınağa gidiyoruz. Temple. Sanırım diğer görevden sonra Ekrem'le işimiz bitiyor.
Lake Eiger should be visible just over this ridge. Watch your step, Alex. Would you look at that?
What do you see?
There's a causeway leading to a small collection of stones at the center of the lake. The water level must have dropped. It's like we're being welcomed in.
Even more reason for caution.
It's
Yeah,
difficult to
tapınak.
say what this structure was like. You can tell the stone was quarried elsewhere. Would have been some operation to get it up here.
I see an opening. There's a passage down.
The witch won't forgive me if we don't take a look.
I'll go in. I can already hear something.
We're right here with you.
Yürüyor muyuz? Yürüyoruz. Muhtemel çana doğru gideceğiz. Evet.
The water is not deep. You should be fine to continue, Alex. Oh, that startled me.
What is it?
A corpse.
Bir
Been
ceset.
here a while. Nothing but bone and scraps of leather.
There are more over here, in armor.
Could this be a crypt?
No, I believe they died here in combat.
How?
There's your answer. A guardian, in pieces now.
The warriors prevailed then.
Not if Alex can still hear the artifact they were after.
Yürüyoruz. Çana doğru.
The sound is coming from right here, just below the water.
Go ahead, Alex. I don't believe the guardian will bother us now.
Feels like a necklace.
Alex,
It happened again.
what do you feel?
I can feel it in my left hand.
Geliyor.
What's that sound?
The water is stirring.
The dead.
It would appear the fake
Öleceğiz diyor.
they're just statues.
Never again, Alex.
Bunu bir daha yapma
That
Alex
is truly
dedi.
horrifying.
You have proven yourself worthy once again.
Who is she proving herself to? Huh?
That's the real question, isn't it?
Bunu bir daha yapma Alex dedi. Sanırım suyu içtim,
You now have
eline
the
mi aldı, bir
ability
şey
to
yaptı.
build favor with successful blocks. Favor is energy that can be used in magic attacks.
Evet, yeni bir şey kazandık büyülerle ilgili.
I'll be resting at the monastery. Come find me when you're ready to
Geleceğim,
subject me to
geleceğim,
more
git hadi.
horrors.
Ne
The village
maceracı
is just
adamsın
waking
be.
up. Where do you want to go? Here's the monastery. Should we look for the octave?
Well, where are we off to? Should I go over the details?
Use down at
You'll travel to the orchard.
All right. If you come with us.
This is no doubt the place.
Where are the apple trees?
The forest has consumed the orchard, but the trees were here. See? One here managed to hang on. You can see two more that way. They make out the planting line.
How do we find the center?
Do you hear anything, Alex?
Not yet. Wait. I can hear it this way.
Bir şan daha. Nereye gitti ya? Neyse, şuradaymış. Dönüyoruz.
The sound. It's changing.
Changing.
Değişen bir ses.
It's moving.
Hareket ediyor.
Shades.
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Şehit bir şeytan mı ne bu ya? Geliyor bak bak. Ha bu vur kaçan yapan bir yaratık. Git buradan git. Çık bir. Gel buraya. Çık bir ne ya? Ah. Çık bu masumun içinden pis şeytan. Al. Ha yakaladım. Defol diyorum iblis. Sağdan yaklaşmak ha. Al sana. Hoppa. Yakaladım. Yakaladım ama yara aldım. Tamam sen ne bağırıyorsun?
Are they gone?
Yes, I believe so. I pray so.
Fey Temple will not appear to us.
I don't think it was ever here. I can't help but feel that these shades were
Muradına erdin mi Ekrem? Ne saçma yerlere getirdin bizi ya.
My crazy wife.
Crazy how?
Maggie believes that there are elements of the Fey world that scheme against us for their own purpose. Their influence is limited and subtle. A misshelled registry, a foolhardy investigator. They nudge us along a path of their own design.
Why us?
One of us must be standing in their way. Well, the village of Crow has never looked so inviting. I'll be locking myself in the library. The witch will want you hunting down leads in town.
We'll do that. And thank you, Akram.
I'd say it was a pleasure if it were not so terrible.
Ekrem mutlu artık.
Take care.
Kendine iyi bak dedi galiba.
There's still some daylight left. Where do you want to head?
Gelin eğlence yerine gidelim. Ne varmış burada?
Not this way.
Ben çok buraları seviyorum ya. Canavarlar bana göre değil.
Monks are serving ale. They've certainly drawn a crowd.
You'd scarcely know there was an invading army around.
Join us. Our fellow brothers and sisters from Bon Arthur are here with their ale. Come, drink.
Press spacebar to
Gel
enter.
diyor, iç diyor.
The crowd is full of monks.
Let's talk to the sober ones first.
Use down and up arrow keys to
I'll tell you about some strange business. We have a hunter staying with us at the monastery. She fled her camp in the southwood, spouting some nonsense about creatures arriving in the night, savaging the others. We were a little concerned if there was any killing going on. She may have been part of it.
Has anyone been sent to inspect the camp?
Who would go? We have our brothers and sisters from Bon Arthur to treat, and the villagers are preparing for the snows.
You're not concerned about what happened at the camp?
We're a sanctuary, and we maintain that by staying out of trouble.
See? I'm not the only one who thinks like this.
I can tell you where the camp is if you want to have a look.
press spacebar.
Ah, here's a fellow sober fate.
I heard about the mine at Kingaullick.
What about it?
10 miners went down the other day, none come back up. The village sent in a search party and they found nothing. No bodies, no cave-in, nothing. And a large mine. 10 men and women vanished into thin air.
Where is this mine?
Just up the mountain. I could show you the way, but I sure as hell ain't going in.
Maggie will want to hear about this.
You really want to be crawling around in a hole?
Press spacebar to...
Mines are places to discover things. Are they not?
I'm the one who has to see the things you discover.
Evet, madene gidiyoruz. Madende birkaç adam mı var dedi, onu tam anlamadım. Madende bir işimiz var. Maggie de yanımızda olacak ve burada.
The old man said the mine followed the vein straight into the mountain. The end of the tunnel can't be much farther.
I hear something.
Up ahead?
Oo,
Yes.
kendi ismimiz
I heard it
yankılanıyor.
too.
Ne oluyor burada?
What is it?
A rift. A connection to the Fey world. I have not come across one in decades. We should go to it. It may have answers. If it is a rift that swallowed the miners, it may explain why there was no trace of them.
What do you mean by swallowed?
I suppose the rifts themselves do very little swallowing. It's what comes out of the rifts that we should concern ourselves with.
I'm not sure what you're hearing, but this is it. This is the end of the tunnel.
You're sure?
Feel it. It's solid.
Hello? I hear voices in the walls.
The miners.
I hear it too, Princess. But I doubt it's the miners. There's something else here, Shepherd. What do you see?
Dripstone columns.
Do they strike you as unusual in any way?
There's 3 of them together. It almost looks like someone molded them here.
Draw your weapon, Alex. I want you to strike each of the columns.
Size bunun mantığını anlatayım. Birazdan çanlar çalacak. Biz de çana göre kılıcımızla oralara bir iki üçer kere vuracağız böyle. Şimdi buraya.
They call to you.
Evet, taklit ediyoruz.
Go ahead. Answer them.
Biraz da açıldı kapının. Tamam.
Answer again.
Sağ, sol, sol. Tamam.
Well done. And again.
2-2. 1. Tamam.
It's open. Well done.
Is this the Fey realm? In front of us?
No, just a chamber, formed by the rift inside. Go ahead, Alex. Lead us to the rift.
What do you see, Shepherd?
Yürüyoruz.
My stupidity for following you here.
Bu ne ismimizi tekrarlayan şey de neymiş bakalım.
Something's moving.
Hello? Who's that?
The miners.
Aa, madenciler geliyor.
What happened to you?
We opened
Sana
the
ne
way
oldu
into this
diyor.
vault. We had a look around, and the passage in was gone.
Şurayı da anlayabilsem.
Go.
No need to ask twice.
Wait. Did you see anything while you were here? Anything strange beyond the passage closing?
That's not enough for you.
There was one thing. The air never soured. Take a deep breath. Not the hint of a breeze, yet it's as clear as mountain air.
Go. Thank you. They were
Gidiyorlar.
keeping them alive. Why?
You coming?
Shepherd, you can see them out.
I'm not leaving you down here.
Suit yourself. Alex, find the rift if you can.
Bakalım burada ne varmış. Sürekli ismimiz geçip duruyor.
I'm at the rift.
Bir halt
We're
var
going to
yani.
close it. Reach out with your shield hand. Go ahead, reach out. What do you hear?
My name.
Benim
Anything
adım.
else?
Silence.
Sessizlik.
Complete silence.
Something has my arm!
Shepherd,
Ay.
I had you, Alex.
draw your weapon, Alex.
Something is coming through the rift.
Yine bir şehit. Gel bakalım şehit. Aa! Yakalayamadım bu sefer. Git buradan şeytan.
Are they gone?
Oh be.
That's the last of them, I think.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
There can be no doubt.
Şabut bayağı
Something in the
korkmuş
Fey realm
herhalde.
does not want you alive.
But why?
That I don't know.
Let's go. This way.
Over here, Alex, before we leave.
What is it?
Now that part of you has entered the Fey realm, you will be able to draw from it.
I've entered the Fey realm.
Of course you have. Some small part of you anyway. Now, no more questions. We must do this while it's fresh in your mind. Take up your shield. Quickly.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Quiet, Shepherd. Recall those voices you heard.
Yes. I hear them.
Now, gently, ask them for favor.
Press Alt key to trigger spell.
Şimdi alt tuşuna basıyoruz ve ateş kalkanımız için güç alıyoruz.
Fire.
I didn't need those eyebrows.
It comes so easily to you. I'm envious.
Please, let's go.
Hadi gidelim diyor. Haklı adam, ben de yerinde olsaydım.
Fire shield burst
Yeah.
will burn enemies surrounding you and leave them temporarily vulnerable to follow up attacks.
I'll be close by if you plan to follow up on any more leads.
I'll let you know. Monks are certainly loose with stories.
Where to, Alex?
Ne yapmak istiyorum tabii ki de. Şuraya gideyim.
Another way then.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Use down.
You still want to know where the hunting camp is?
We should find Maggie. She'll want to know about the camp.
All right, let's go find her.
Vallahi herkese yardım ediyoruz. Bir dua alırsak seviniriz. Alexandra olur.
I can already smell it. Something from the nether. You say the monks thought the hunter was mad? Funny how ignorant learned people can be.
Could they have chosen a darker site to make camp?
I believe the darker side chose them. Whatever you're seeing is not natural.
I hear something on the other side of the camp.
Another rift. You lead the way, Alex.
Gidelim bakalım. Yine kendi sesimizi duyuyoruz. Daha doğrusu ismimizi.
What's that terrible sound?
Nether wolves. Feeding.
Feeding on what?
Hunters.
Wonderful.
Cehennem kurtları ne ya?
Options.
Nether wolves.
The wolves will take their time consuming flesh, bone and all, and once they've had a meal, they're not likely to let go. If we're careful, we may be able to move past them. Or we could try to take them with the bow, or directly with sword.
Eyvah, bunları vurmak mı? Çok az ses çıkarıyor bunlar. Ay. Az kaldı. Hadi tutturabiliriz. Hah, biri tamam.
Jesus!
Yok oldu.
One's coming for us.
Bir tane kaldı galiba. Daha kaldı mı ki? Bir yaklaşayım şuraya. Ruhlar beni çağırıyor.
I'm at the rift. It's calling to me.
To me as well, child. I say we take the smallest of glimpses. Hold my hand. Now reach out.
We are Odedan.
O general.
What need do we have for these mountain tribes?
The Fae say they are essential to our success. The pass cannot be crossed without their aid.
Why cross the pass at all? What will that give us?
Glades and the realm.
What was that?
A connection to another time and place. Not too far away.
Bir bağlantı kuruldu diğer tarafla herhalde.
Who were they?
I believe it was the Odedan general and his council. They are consorting with the Fae, emboldened by prophecy or promise somehow.
The Horde intends to take Glades.
Perhaps.
The Odedan are here for plunder. They will always return home in the end.
I fear this general has much higher ambitions than his predecessors. The real question is why the Fae would want him to push so far east. They clearly want conflict. But why?
We should go now.
In a moment. I've business with the princess. Come with me, Alex.
Where are you going?
It will take but a minute. Keep watch for wolves, shepherd. Over here, Alex. Again, we have to do this quickly, while the effects of the rift linger. I want you to draw your weapon.
Okay.
Recall those voices you heard.
Yes, I hear them.
Call to the voices again.
Press spacebar to trigger spell.
Flame.
Yes, marvelous. You feel it's warm?
I do.
I think more wolves are coming. We should... Alex!
Over time, with more encounters with the Fae, your powers will grow, Alex.
This is not natural.
It's necessary, considering what we'll have to face.
Flaming weapon spell will increase the likelihood of a critical hit.
Evet, artık kılıcımızda ateş olabilecek.
The princess is close, my general.
Prenses diyor, çıktı.
What do we care?
The Fae show us only things of consequence.
If they fear the girl, then they are weak.
The Fae can see more than we can. We should not dismiss their wisdom.
Then we'll send scouts to find them. I would not waste any more time looking for a child. We need to prepare for war.
Alex, wake up. You're okay.
Odedan. They know we're here.
A bad dream, Alex.
No, I saw it clearly in my mind. They're going to come for us. They can see us. We need to tell Maggie. We need to prepare.
Alex, what if your connection with the Fae realm is only drawing trouble to us? Where would you ever be safe?
That's why I have the fire magic.
That scares me almost as much.
Well, I like it. It makes me feel strong.
You had strength without the fire.
The magic is something that didn't come from my brother or my uncle. It's mine.
I'm going to ask that Maggie take us through the pass when we get back to the village. Or we'll go on our own. Are you with me in that?
Yes. We need to get home.
Bakalım şimdi.
You're right, Alex. It's time to head east.
The pass won't be easy. The Odedan are still there and the weather is still not good.
But I believe the closer you get to the capital, the more the Fae will reveal. Akram and I will work out the best way to proceed.
Thank you, Maggie.
Do what you need to prepare. We'll leave when you're ready.
That's settled. If there's anything else you want to take care of before we head east, we should do it now.
When you are ready to travel, press the Tab key to bring up the character menu and select the travel map.
Another way, then.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press. Use down.
Ah, there's a fellow sober face. You're not in the mood either.
Why aren't the monks concerned with the Odedan here in the mountains?
What interest would Odedan have in a library? That's all the monks here have. It's riches from the mines and clan forges the Odedan are after. I'm on my way to a monastery in Old Sevlin, just an hour from here. The reliquary contains gold and silver, and they're looking for escorts south with the collection. The monks trust me, but I'm still looking for a few more swords. They pay well, in silver.
I don't know, Alex.
Perhaps the monks will have information about the Horde, and a route through the pass. We can join you.
Excellent. Come, the others are waiting.
Evet, bu arkadaşı es geçmek istemedim. Normalde gidebiliyorduk zaten.
So it's just 6 of us. Will that be enough?
The clansmen are brutal fighters, but they're cautious. They only take on fights they think they can win without losses. It would be tough for a raiding party to take on 6 armed fighters without casualties.
How much further to the monastery?
Old Sevlin is set on the plateau, just ahead. I see the sisters waiting for us. The boys will load up the cart.
Hayden, it's good to see you.
Likewise, sister. This is Sister Adamari. She'll be coming with us.
Hello.
Have you seen much of the Horde from here?
We have, and they passed us by. Perhaps they didn't know what our monastery holds. What it held, anyway. Word has it they're preoccupied with plundering mining towns. But we can't take the chance they won't be back.
I'm more worried that clan raiders might be watching us. We need to get the cart moving. Hurry it up, boys.
Buradaki insanların İngilizcesi biraz sert gibi sanki ha. Onu fark ettim.
Do you think the clans can resist the Odedan?
They have defensible villages. If they joined forces, they could probably hold off the entire army.
But they won't work together. I've been told the Odedan will have control of the entire region before winter's end. They've already plundered smaller clans and built quite a war chest. I think they're going to use it to buy off the larger clans.
I heard the Mara may even join the Horde.
Heaven help us then.
Oh, savaş var.
10 at least on the path ahead.
It's the Mara.
Hold your ground. The path is too narrow for them to flank us.
Here they come, Alex.
Yakalayamadı ki.
You've made a mistake. This one.
You scared, lass. You a wee thing.
Gelin bakalım. iyiydi. Şu an alt tuşuyla ateş kalkanı kullandım. Hadi bakalım. Herkesi yıktım. Kadın korkmuş.
Hey, let me help you. Let's get her onto the cart. So what was that about? The blind don't fight like that.
She's a seer. Never actually met one in the flesh.
A seer?
A conduit to the Fae. Not many believe in such things, but my grandmother knew one. Saw what they could do. Knew the purpose they served.
What purpose was that?
Protectors of the realm, of course. I can die now that I've met a seer.
None of that talk now, sister. Let's get a move on, lads.
Come on, get...
We need to get to safer ground. The camp should be safe for the night. We're well clear of the clans now. You're welcome to leave with your reward any time you like.
We should return to Crow now.
How is the sister?
I believe she'll live. Mountain folk are hearty stock, even the monks.
Where will you be headed after this?
South. Travel in any other direction is too dangerous now. You can join us if you like.
Our business takes us east.
I hope the monk's silver eases the trip some. You certainly deserve it. Take care, protector of the realm.
You have gained 150 copper in coin and salvage.
Where to, Alex?
Bakalım.
Travel map.
We are here at the village of Crow. The Glades border is a 2-day journey once we make the pass.
Perspective.
It's been years.
Evet, şimdi arkadaşlar bu şehri bitirdik. Daha fazla devam etmeyeceğim, video uzamasın çünkü. Başka bir partla oraya devam ederiz. Gittikçe finale yaklaşıyoruz ancak hala yolumuz var. Evet, ne yaptık? Silahlarımızı değiştirdik, uzun kılıç aldık, metal kalkan aldık. Kalkanları çok kullanırsanız belli bir süre sonra delinmeye başlar, dikkat edin. Bunun yanı sıra madende ve başka bir yerde büyülerimizi geliştirdik. 2 tane büyümüz var. Biri ateş kılıcı, yani boşluğa bastığımız zaman kılıcımızda bir ateş beliriyor ve kılıç daha güçlü oluyor. Alt tuşuna, yani sol alta bastığımızda ateş kalkanı devreye giriyor. 3 tarafa birden vuruyor. İleri, sağ, sol. Yeni bir sihir yapabilmek için bir ses var, böyle vuşing diye. O sesi duymanız lazım. Bunun gibi şeyler. Hikaye gittikçe daha da ilginçleşiyor. En son generalle bağlantı kurduk bir şekilde sihirsel yolla. Artık general bizim yola çıktığımızdan haberdar, o kesin. Bizi durdurmak için elinden geleni yapacağız. Biz de ilerlemek için elimizden geleni yapacağız. Bunun yanı sıra bu videomdan önce arkadaşım Yasin bir video attı sizler için. Windows hızlandırma ve performans temizleme, ekstra olarak Windows'u temizleme. O videoya da bakın. Çok yararlı şeyler bulacaksınız eğer Windows'unuz yavaşsa ve çok kirliyse, şey açısından, böyle internetten gelen saçma sapan bu veriler, ne bileyim, onun gibi şeyler. Evet, şimdilik her şey bu kadar. Kanala abone olmayı, like atmayı ve etkileşim için yorum yapmayı unutmayın diyorum. Şimdilik görüşmek dileğiyle. Hoşça kalın.